Hi, EDL 629. This is the introduction for week 4, which is due February 16th at 11:59 p.m. The theme is historical methods, visual imagery as primary sources. We have only one learning objective here, and that is to learn and practice visual analysis in history. By this I mean, what are the particular methodologies that we use when we are looking at images of the past? What skills, emotions, philosophies, and methods do we bring to that analysis? The idea here is that images are not just pictures that supplement or kind of illustrate historical narratives, but that they also can offer new forms of analysis of history. So here's what's due February 16th at 11:59 p.m. The picture says 1,000 words assignment is due. Remember that only one person submits the assignment to Canvas. And you should all have assignments now and be working together. If you want to send me a draft of your assignment before the 16th, go right ahead. The second thing is a Unit 1 quiz. It's an open book quiz, so don't freak out. Open book quiz. And the point of this assignment is that I want you to really understand some of the key concepts in the reading. What a concept. And so that's why it's open book. I believe, but I'm not absolutely sure, that Canvas allows you to dip in and out of the quiz. To be sure, you might want to make a copy of all the questions and then respond to them as you like on a Word document and then input them into the Canvas site. And then the third thing that you have are a discussion forum, and there are going to be 2 questions there. Okay, so on the readings, first you're going to look at the website, Expanding the Visual in the History of Education, or How to Look at Old Pictures of Schools. This is a short website that I put together about 10 years ago when I was thinking about literally how to look at pictures of schools. It's a funny little site. It's old and kind of clunky, but it still works really well. And the gist of it is along the lines of postmodern history of education. For example, in the text I say, this kind of postmodern language, I say, by looking at these photographs, free from their cultural or social context, disinterested in the way in which they were produced, ignoring the common skills of analysis and theories of method, I may not be doing good history, but I am trying to create new questions to then follow up with good history and with better educational policy. By looking at historical images free from historical context, we might raise the kinds of questions that we need to develop a history that can relate to contemporary educational context. This, in the end, is the objective of the history of education, to understand the history of schooling in order to develop schooling for the future. So view the site. It's got pictures and sort of this kind of reflective language, and think about it. And the second discussion forum post asks you to reflect on the final image on the site. The second reading is an essay by Eric Margolis on class pictures. And Margolis is a leading scholar in the field of the history of visual analysis, and his essay, you'll find, is quite a bit more technical than mine. Both of these readings, and discussion forum number 1 question has to do with Margolis's essay. Both of these readings will help you with your thinking about visual analysis in the Picture Says 1,000 Words assignment. So after this unit and after this quiz, we will move into 4 units on the narrative history of American education, starting with the colonial period. As always, let me know by email if you have any questions. Hope all's well.